Could you explain the involvement of the Russian mob and organized crime in investing in Madoff, and how do you know, as I would presume they don't register as the Russian mob and put it in that name?
We knew because of the offshore feeder funds and just the locations.
Offshore feeder funds.
The feeder funds that were offshore in tax haven nations attract dirty money, a very high, in fact, almost all of that. The only reason you go offshore is if it's dirty money, and we knew a very high percentage of that was from organized crime in various locales.
How much of it is from organized crime?
When you're dealing with offshore, anywhere from 5 to 50% would be.
How much of Madoff in dollars or percent was offshore?
I would say.
And how do you know that?
I knew that from my June 2002 trip to Europe, when I was meeting private client banks in France and Switzerland. I knew many of them were operating offshore, and just given the size, it's a statistical conclusion. If 5% of the world's currency comes from organized crime, well, Mr. Madoff was going to be at least 5% organized crime for his investors. It's just common sense, but because it's a hedge fund, it was so secretive and the returns were so good, it was a great bet, a very high odds bet, that it was a lot larger percentage for Mr. Madoff. And I didn't fear of them. I didn't think they were going to come after me. I want to make this perfectly clear to all those Russian mobsters and Latin American drug cartels out there.
You're talking directly to them.
Okay. I was acting on your behalf, trying to stop him from zeroing out your accounts. I'm the good guy here. Make that clear.
Yeah, I think we registered that.